Welcome to Haifa. Haifa is one of the cities in Israel. This is the port city at, let's say, 1 hour north of Tel Aviv. What you can see here is a modern neighborhood around, how should I say that, a non-organized neighborhood. When the Germans decided to come to here, they actually didn't think about Haifa. They thought about Nazareth, Jaffa, Jerusalem, Christian places. But as Protestant, when they arrived here, they said, all right, Haifa might be the center of the export and import in Israel, and we are salesmen. In that case, let's build a place here. If you'll go straight ahead, you will see the port, and that used to be the seashore of them, but as you can understand, it's not exist anymore because it's part of the big port that the British built there later on. The houses are well designed, but look at the roof, for example, here. You can see that it's a red roof against the snow that we don't have in Israel. Behind the houses, here and the other side, you could see in agriculture fields, but as you can understand now, it's all about real estate. The Germans built it in 1864, and they started their mission with agriculture, modern way from Europe. The Arabs around it didn't like it, and they destroyed the fields. Then the Germans said, instead of doing that, let's do something else, like light industry, tourism. They brought the wheel. You know that the first organized transportation was by them from here to Nazareth, Jaffa, Jerusalem. Later on, the Arabs bought it from them. But that's how they started. Modernized. Why so modernized? Why to be here? Because they believe that if they will come to here, Christ will come sooner. Christ didn't come yet, but it's a beautiful neighborhood, and at the end of it, it used to be the agricultural fields of them, and now it's not. What you can see there is the Bahai Gardens, and that is beautiful to visit, and I will talk about the newest religion in the world later on. Those Protestants didn't believe in the church, not in another, in a priest, but later on, slowly, when the Kaiser came, they built a church, and later on, the First World War and Second World War, the Germans, they were for Germany. Can you believe that in that area, in that city, there was one of the Nazis organization of Israel, here in Jerusalem as well. Then in that case, when the British came, when the Second World War, when the British actually knew it, they kicked them out to Australia. Then that place became to be a kind of an industry area, and new immigrants from Europe stayed here as well. But now, as you can see, it's one of the richest places. A lot for pleasure, good restaurants, nice shops, shopping mall next to the sea. Then in that case, now it's beautiful. There it was, in that time it was amazing. If you are at Haifa, don't miss the German colony. See you in my next video. Bye bye. Subscribe my channel, please.